Mic check. Mic check. We back. We back for the post-game call-in show for week 2 of what was an embarrassing, and I mean embarrassing loss, in my opinion, to the Las Vegas Raiders. We lost 26-23, and let's go ahead and start this by getting this off our chest. Gonna set a few parameters today. I'm sure we're gonna have a bunch of call-ins. We have 4 already on the line. The number will be constantly rolling in the chat box. I will lock the phone line at 5:45. So that's in approximately 40 minutes. So if you want to be a part of the show, go ahead and get in line, and you can hear the show. Like once you call in and I put you on hold, you can still hear the conversation between me and the other callers while you're on hold. So if you want to go ahead and get in line to do that, please do so. But again, we got 4 guys already on the line. I'm not gonna even worry about the recap because I want to hear what you guys have to say about the game. Only thing I'm going to say is that I'm going to set the timer at 6 minutes. Be respectful of those 6 minutes, and once you hear the timer, wrap your stuff up. All right. And another point, because I don't want to, just be respectful. Just be respectful. I'm going to put it on 6 minutes instead of 5, and we're going to go from there. And again, I'm going to lock the phone lines at 5:45. So I'm going to lock the phone lines at 5:45. And if you want to donate, super chat or pin comment, do that. You get points for that. Again, the likes still apply, so everybody coming in, hit the like button. I'll be watching that as well. So let's jump on into this first call, and it's P Brown. Let me get my timer situated. And again, callers, if I don't have your YouTube name, let me know your YouTube name so I can make sure I get you your points, because I can't do these points automatically like I do the trivia points. So I have to write these down and go back and do them after the stream is over. But some I already know. Like P Brown, I know he is, so I'm gonna have his, and some of these other callers I already know. But when I ask you to give me your YouTube name that shows up in the chat, that way I can add your points to at the end. So let me get this timer set, and then I'm gonna bring P Brown up, and then we're gonna get started. All right, first one up, my man P Brown. Let me get him on. There it is. P Brown, you live and you hot. What's good, my boy?
What's going on? Not this game, that's for sure. Not this game, that's for sure, man. John got to go, man. He more mismanaging with the 2 challenges. I mean, you got a whole team that sits upstairs in the booth that's supposed to be in your ear to tell you, no, don't even throw the flag on that. That's correct call.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't even waste your time on that. And yet you throw the flag. So which one? Is it you not listening to your team, or you just got a bunch of goofballs up in the box that you paying to eat M&Ms every day? But anyway, if he do go, and I was sitting there thinking about this on my drive from church watching the game in the car, what do you think about this coaching scenario? And I know it's far-fetched. I know it's not going to happen. Todd Monken as the head coach, bring in Brian Leftwich as the offensive coordinator, or bring in Brian Leftwich as the head coach, interim head coach, and leave Todd Monken as the offensive coordinator. What you think about
that? Yeah. Honestly, if you're going to do that, I want somebody that's there now to be the interim.
Right.
Yeah, maybe T.
Yeah. I forgot about T.
Maybe the special teams guy, Chris Horton, maybe.
He's been there for a long time, right?
Yeah, if they're going to do that, I want somebody that's there to be the interim. and they kind of has a different personality than John. Kind of like what the Raiders did last year. The Raiders had Antonio on staff, but his entire demeanor was different from Josh McDaniels.
Right. Now, my other thing is the comments he made after the game last week about, well, we didn't bring Henry in here to run him 30 times, blah, 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 blah. Everybody going to eat. Well, everybody not eating. You're not really getting anybody to eat because your GM hasn't put together an offensive line to be able to run the ball or pass the ball.
Correct.
At what point, EBC, are you going to sit back and say, okay, I need to go see what I can do? Or like you said, like, what did Cleveland do, man? That this dude, you heard what, again, Antonio Pierce, I don't know if you heard the pre-show, what he was telling the media about his offensive line and how they played last week. He told guys, look, if I got to switch you in and out in the game, you're going to be fighting for your job right then and there. John, why don't you have the same thing? You keep seeing these guys get beat up day in and day out, every play. You coming up against premier pass rushers, and you won't even say, okay, let's put Cleveland out there to see what he can at least do against these guys. Let's do a rotation on that whole right side and see what happens. You just want to be stubborn and say, we made the decision to keep them in there. We going to keep them in there. Come on, man. It's at the end of the year, man, they can't re-sign this guy. I don't care if we do win a Super Bowl. I don't care if we go 15-2. He got to go. He just has to go. He has to go. And then I'm gonna get out of here with this last point. I want you to think about this. The Rams been looking. I know it's just week 2, but right now they're getting the bricks beat off of them again. Low key move. If the Rams still look crappy before the trade deadline, what do you think about going after Cooper Kupp?
I'd have to look at his to see where he is as far as how many years he got left, because he one of their staple players, and they probably gonna just get rid of him. He one of their staple guys.
They gonna want some top notch stuff for him. But man, Coach, I'm a vent real quick. We shouldn't be in this situation. Last week, okay, that game was what it was, but this week, this is crazy.
Yep.
This is crazy. You got a subpar quarterback in the league that has beaten us twice on 2 different teams, and John Harbaugh continues to get out-coached, man. Continues to get out-coached. He continues to make bad game management calls and stuff, man. And then, this is my last thing. Over the last year or two, I've been saying we should have been looking for Justin Tucker's replacement. I don't know if you've been watching it, paying attention, but he's been slipping. For at least the last 2 years, he's been declining. Not on a super decline, but you can just see it in his gameplay that it's like, okay, it's time for us to start. And I ain't saying cut the dude and get rid of him right now, but they need to start looking for a replacement. Coach, I'm going to get off and keep listening. And appreciate everything you do with the show and everything, man. Keep up the good work. Have a good one, man.
I appreciate you calling in. That's my guy, P. Brown. Now, to kind of talk about his Justin Tucker comment right there at the end, and I do think Tucker is declining a little bit, but and this is just my 2 cents. He got to miss a couple more field goals before I want to get rid of. And I know, NFL's what have you done for me lately, and we say we shouldn't have loyalty to a bunch of different things. But in the case of Justin Tucker, he got to miss some more field goals for me to want to kick him to the curb. He got to miss some more field goals for me to want to kick him to the curb. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, next up. Got my man Bam. Got my man Bam. Let me get my timer situated. Bam, you hot? What's good, my boy?
Coach, what's going on with you?
Not much. Trying to wrap my head around this disgrace.
Man, well, check this out, man. I'm gonna get right to it because you can ask a couple people I didn't been with. I don't need 6 minutes. Listen, man. Mark gotta be he gotta be a part of a trade package coming up. There's no way you can tell me that he's gonna be on the team the rest of the season unless it's like some type of contract issue. But he got to be a part of a trade package. Like, he doesn't even look like he looked like how Bateman was looking in the offseason when it came to practicing for the Ravens. Like, I'm just watching his mannerisms, and it's just like, dude, you're whiffing on blocks. You're not even attempting to get open, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I usually don't get frustrated like this, but yeah, man, I'm gonna just move on to the next point because Mark's gonna make me mad. But I say we got about $200 million going into our secondary, and it's only gonna get higher once we sign Kyle. And matter of fact, is Kyle on injured reserve or something? Like, is he playing?
Yeah, he out there.
That's crazy. I haven't even seen him. That's crazy. But man, and then I seen somebody in your comments, man, talking about, oh man, Ronnie looks good. Yeah, when he's blocking a 150-pound cornerback. That's the only time I've seen him out there looking good. Like, come on, dude. But, yeah, all respect to the fans, though, man. They're my people out there. But John Harbaugh, man, it's John Harbaugh and John Harbaugh's guys that are getting us in the position that we're getting in, man. And that's for real. And I say that to say, I don't know what's going on in the booth, but clearly that's John Harbaugh's guys, and they're not communicating with him what's going on with these talent situations. You got the whole team looking at John, telling him, "Nah, man, don't challenge it," and he's just like, "Okay, let me challenge it anyway." And it's like, John, they're watching the same thing you're watching on the screen. What's going on, man? But and then you got Malik Harrison, man. Teams continue to victimize Malik. Whether he plays on the edge, whether he stands up as a linebacker, and why he's in and Trenton's on the sideline is just puzzling to me because Trenton can set the edge, he can rush the passer, and he's a better coverage guy. He may give up a couple plays, but Malik Harrison, he's going to outright get beat from the line of scrimmage, and we continue to lead this guy in. It just drives me crazy. When I've been seeing these past two games, and you can clearly tell there's some type of leash going on with Zach Orr and his defensive play calling. Like, he's very limited in what he's doing out there, and I don't know what's going on. Like, I really don't know what's going on. Roquan is playing with some type of chip on his shoulder. He's a madman out there. He can't really get it together out there. And it's like, man, like, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but it may be one of those things where we got to do a big shakeup in the middle of the season. And I'm all for it at this point, man. I know you want to bring in outside guys to make the team better, but if we're going to get rid of John, I'd rather promote within and either bring not T. Higgins, what's his name, Coach T up, make him the interim head coach, for the time being, and see where this thing goes because we need a fresh scenery, man. Because John Harbaugh, he's holding us back. It's him. It's not it's not nobody else. It's him. Clearly,
I agree. Because a lot of stuff has changed over the years, but the one constant remain is him, and we getting the same results. We got too much talent.
It's a respect thing.
Coach, we don't get paid to sit here and call these plays and say the stuff that we're seeing. What do these guys get paid to do that's on the Ravens staff? It's like we're fans and we're calling this stuff out.
Right.
Imagine what the opposing team is trying to shove it down our throat is doing. Like, come on, man.
Like the goal line play. Like I said in the watch party, I'm like, hey, this time to make Derrick Henry be the quarterback. And so I couldn't even get quarterback out of my mouth. They was running Lamar out there to the sideline. I'm like, it's simple stuff like that. If I can see it, I know other paid professionals can see it.
Come on now. It's crazy. And, I just want to make one more point because, I got respect for the callers. But actually two more points. Likely, it seems like they were trying to put him in the doghouse for his comments he made yesterday. But it's like, hey, man, if the NFL didn't catch it, man, put that guy out there and play him, man. Let him make plays, man. That's ridiculous. And not Kyle, but Darius Washington, was he hurt or something?
Nah, I didn't see him out there that much at all.
Exactly. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that because I didn't see a bad game out of him last week.
All right, but before you go, what comments did Likely make?
After the game, he was walking through the tunnel, and somebody said like, "Hey, you stink." And
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's respect.
I saw that. I did see that. Definitely. And they
So
didn't fine him or nothing for that, did it?
Nah, the NFL didn't even do nothing, so I don't see like why there was a restraint on using him today. Like we threw the ball to him once?
Let's see. I'll tell you in just a second. Where is it? Where's the Ravens game? Here it is.
The first catch from a tight end with the Kolar.
Yeah, Likely had 3 targets. And the only one he missed was that real hard catch right there at the end where the dude knocked it out.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, he caught the other 2.
Which should have been a personal foul hit to the head, but I don't know what bias the referees got against us this year.
Probably the same ones from years past. Because Brandon Stevens plays some great defense, in my opinion, but it is what it is.
I tell you what, I'm about to have a good season on Madden. I tell you that. It's gonna be some good trades. Don't worry about it. But man, I appreciate the time, man. All y'all take care. Have a great weekend, and man, hopefully we can do something next week against those Cowboys, man.
I know. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you, Bam, and I look forward to talking to you here soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's Bam. I got you. Let me get Thomas's super chat. Thomas said he dropped a 10. He said starting Cleveland and Rosengarten on the right side will make a difference overnight. Would love to see a review of Rosengarten versus McCarry on today's game. Thomas, you are definitely getting that one because I don't know if you were in the watch party or not, but I noticed it during the game that Rosengarten versus Mad Max was a lot different than McCarry versus Mad Max. That was a totally different situation. Rosengarten held his own versus Mad Max. So you definitely gonna get some Rosengarten versus Mad Max versus McCarry versus Mad Max. You definitely getting that one. No doubt. Hands down. And you might get it from 2 or 3 different places because I'm sure other people going to do it too, but I'm definitely getting it. Rosengarten, and I tweeted it during the game. I was 7, it was getting active because he was. And keep in mind, Joe Alt got active versus Mad Max last week, and Joe Alt a rookie too. But let's go to Cam. Let me reset my timer. Let me reset my timer. We just got another donation.
Coaching was worse than Shannon acting job on the leaked IG Live. I bet Harbs coached him.
Let me turn this back. B dropped 10 and he said, let me say it again.
Donation.
Coaching was worse than Shannon acting job on the leaked IG Live. I bet Harbs coached him.
Brandon gotta be stopped, man. Somebody gotta stop this man. He crazy. Oh, Brandon, and I'm sure y'all heard that. Yeah, y'all heard it because I see Chris laughing. He gotta be stopped. But let's go to Cam, man. Let's Cam you up. I got you coming here in just a second. There it is. All right, Cam, you hot.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, but I don't care about Rashad Bateman's separation. That dude cannot catch the ball with his hand to save his life. I can just tell he's the last guy in, first guy out type of guy. Like, I know he spends 0 time with Lamar, and I know he spends 0 time on the eject machine. Because, I mean, that dude cannot catch to save his life, man.
Did you see the catch he did have? He double caught it.
Yeah, I know.
Then the very next one is the reason got intercepted.
Yeah, I called that on the chat, man. Like he almost dropped his first catch.
Mm-hmm.
Like that dude is just lazy, man. Like I know he spent 0 time on the eject machine.
A change gonna come. Talent can't overcome the poor coaching this time and personnel divisions.
And
Herbs got us like Ving Rhames in Pulp Fiction in the basement after 2 games.
His ego is gonna make him start Lele and Makari again, and we're gonna go 0-3 versus the Cowboys. I can just feel it. I know he's gonna start both of those guys again. Like it's just, I just don't know, man. I also like coach. Like I know my time's up, but
no, it's not. It's not.
Like,
Your time up.
Oh really? Okay. I would say, man, like could you do a video on like on Cleveland's like a game versus Wilkins last year versus the Dolphins and compare it to Falele's game today and kind of compare those two. Like, I really like that, man, because I just don't see what they see in Falele, man. He's just big for nothing, man. Like he's soft on runs, and he just doesn't know what he's doing on pass downs. Like, I just don't know, man. But look on the positive side, you know, one game, like if you go 0-3, man, there's a higher chance of Teflon John getting fired. You know what I'm saying? So like that's always a positive, you know. Like
that is a positive.
Like every loss goes more toward John Harbaugh getting fired, you know. So like, hopefully we win, but I wouldn't mind losing versus the Cowboys, because if we go 0-3, hopefully John Harbaugh may get fired, but no one sees T. Pajotti. He'll probably trade Lamar before getting rid of Teflon John. I'm being that serious here. He'll probably
I believe
trade
you.
Lamar before getting rid of John Harbaugh and EDC. And also EDC hit, like, gosh, drafting Nate Wiggins. And it's funny how most of our draft classes this year is on the inactive list.
Yep.
Just a complete waste of the draft.
Sure
Like,
is.
literally, everyone's on inactive. Like, just a complete waste of a draft this year. I mean,
And I didn't think about that till you said it.
A complete waste of free agency because you won't give Derek the ball. Because I can't blame Derek because you're literally giving him prep. Like, on the only plays he had to touch on was outside zone.
Yep.
And we barely called him. Like, I mean, I can't blame Derek. Well, except for those 2 false starts, because dude, come on, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's totally his
him,
fault.
But either way, like, I can't blame him because of the O-line. But so free agency was a bust. This draft class is a bust so far. We just wasted like a whole offseason. But of course, the media will not blame Teflon John or EDC at all. It'll always be on Lamar. But I'm just gonna look at it on the bright side, man. Like every loss just introduces culture to like John Harbaugh being fired, you know. So we just fans just gotta look at it that way, you know. Like, it sucks going to waste another year of Lamar's prime, but at least now, hopefully, we can get John Harbaugh fired. Like, but I just don't.
Teflon. He Teflon, man.
I know he's Teflon, man. He's Teflon, man. He's a snake. Him and EDC are just snakes, man. Like,
they find a way to avoid blame. Yeah. They find a way to avoid blame.
The Seahawks are 2-0 now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. The Seahawks are 2-0.
I think the Chargers are too. I think.
Yep, they are. But the Seahawks are 2-0 and we're 0-2. That should tell you everything you should know. Like, this is just, man. I just don't know. Like, and I just know the purple people eaters and Cardi Ismo will still blame Lamar, but I just don't. This is just ridiculous, man. This is just.
I agree. It's crazy.
That's ego, man.
Huh?
His ego, man, is just out of control.
Completely.
And those stupid challenges, man. Like, just completely waste of timeouts. And both of those calls are just like, what are you doing, man? But of course, he'll get zero blame. He'll get zero blame because he is a snake. He is a snake. He is a con man. He is a terrible coach. He always has been. Lamar saved his job.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco saved his job. Ray Lewis saved his job. He is a terrible coach. If it wasn't for the mutiny, he would have been gone.
Yep.
I mean, I'm happy that it happened, but I'm also kind of hope that didn't happen because then John Harbaugh would have been fired faster. Like, we didn't have Super Bowl, but John Harbaugh still wouldn't be here, you know. So we gotta take the good with the bad, you know.
We do. I agree, Cam. 100%. No lies told by Cam. No lies told,
Thanks
man.
for your time, Coach.
I appreciate you, Cam. Appreciate you. We definitely need to get this therapy session going, and I'll remember I Cam name down before I forget, so I can get him his points.
I don't care about Rashad Bateman's separation anymore. I don't
Me
care.
neither. He can't catch. I agree with Cam. I don't care about Rashad Bateman's separation numbers no more. He can't catch. Let me get a few of these super chats that came in. Ed Tech dropped a 10. He says, a change gonna come. Talent can't overcome the poor coaching this time and personnel decisions. Harbs got us like Ving Rhames in Pulp Fiction in the basement after 2 games. Hey, that's real descriptive, Ed Tech.
Coaching was worse than Shannon
That's
acting
real
job on
descriptive.
the leaked IG Live.
I
I
hit the
bet
wrong one.
Harbs
My
coached
bad.
him.
I hit the wrong one. My bad. I hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong one. The wrong one. The wrong one. There it is. I had another one. Brave Kingdom
A
say, are
change
y'all
gonna
ready?
come. Talent can't overcome the poor coaching this time and personnel divisions. Herbs
Then-
got us like Ving Rhames in Pulp Fiction in the basement after 2 games.
Then I got one from Jamel Brown, dropped 10. He says, Coach, where's Hamilton? Where's Kyle Hamilton? He's out there. He ain't making the impactful plays yet. He ain't making the impactful plays yet.
On the playground, you leave a guy like Bateman open and say, what are the odds?
And then he says, Zach Orr is changing too much. I don't know if he's changing too much. I don't feel like he's being as multiple and as confusing as Mike was early in the season. So I don't know if he's just trying to feel out who can do what or what. So that's why I think it's with Zach Orr. He said no doubles on Devontae. No, we're playing a lot of that match zone stuff. And so, and then if we get Devontae in one-on-one, he gonna murk every DB we got. Bateman can't be blamed. There was 2 defenders there. It was a tough play. I think I can blame Bateman because when I stopped it, it hit him in the hands, and he was turning his head before he caught the ball. The ball hit him square in his hands, and he was turning his head and closing his hands, and the ball hit him in the hands and popped that way, and that's how they caught it. So I definitely can blame Bateman on that one. He got to see that ball all the way to his hands. You can't be turning your head trying to figure out where you're going. And that's what happened on that one. And like me and Cam talked about, he almost dropped the one before that. And I think I got everybody. Appreciate you, Lady Ram, for dropping the 5. Thank you much. Thank you much. Now I'm coming to Jared. Let me get the time situated. Jared Green, you should be up. Let me see. There you
What
go,
up,
Jared.
Coach?
What's good, my boy? How you doing today?
Man, I was good until I watched that game. I'm so mentally drained, brother. Okay. All right. I was trying not to cuss today, too. But that didn't work. Yeah. The Raiders didn't beat us, man. The front office did.
Mm-hmm. Speak on
everybody from the round table to lunch break hot take to you and even Ing Raven and all of the Raven sister Yolanda B. Been saying is the offensive line, especially on the right side, has been an issue. So like previous callers have said, if we can see this, how come the front office can? Why would you just throw bull crap around Lamar, expect him to have time to throw? Or ultimately have time allow Derrick Henry to get going and be that BC usually is on the run game, which he did. He did a pretty good job with the
second half.
Even despite our offensive line being so inconsistent. The Raiders didn't beat us, man. The front office did from way before the season, man. We all seen this happening. Unfortunately, we try to be optimistic, but we seen this, man. So yeah, definitely changes have to happen. Changes have to happen. If John Harbaugh has to go. Did you see that first challenge he threw? Lamar was so pissed. He was like, man, no. He was trying to tell, like, no, don't do that. But, I mean, John didn't try to pick up the flag or anything. He was like, I'm going to do it. So that Teflon John crap is right. Like, okay, the only thing I'm going to be optimistic about, it is a young season, but if we don't make some changes, I don't care if it's John, going or EDC or even trying something small as putting Ben Cleveland at right guard. Now, what I was pissed about that had me cussing is Roger. He didn't shut down Mad Max or Max Crosby per se, but you can see, like you were saying, the athleticism, like the stronger, or not would say stronger, the taller, more athletic tackle was staying with Max. But on the last couple of drives, you kept on seeing Patrick McCarry coming out there, and I'm like, that boy was being treated like your grandma screen door, in and out. Max Crosby was going out like was treating McCarry and Daniel Falele when he went inside like there was some doors, man. Like it was like it. I'm so mentally drained watching that game, bro. I really am. Yeah, John needs to go. John needs to go. It is obviously people who's at this point trying to take up for John. I love y'all just being, a fellow flock member, but y'all blind. It's John. It's John. It was John a couple of years ago. It's John now. It wasn't Lamar. A lot of Lamar haters try to throw it on Lamar. Because of John, we don't have a Super Bowl ring with Lamar, which our chance last year.
And I think I don't think there's a lot of people in my chat. I think the people that's over here, they've kind of given up or are on the verge of giving up on John. I don't think it's a lot of John supporters here. I think they've seen, they may have used to be John supporters, but they've starting to see where he keeps messing up. And they basically, in a football term, they've let him hang himself. So I don't think it's a lot of John supporters over here anymore. I honestly don't.
That's good. And I was just talking in general. I see the chat. People done, man. And I will say this. I'm going to get off here because I don't want to be long-winded. Next game, if we see Patrick McCarry or Cement Feet out there, next game, definitely. John need to go. Or Todd Monty need to grow a set and tell John, hey, man, did you see what Mad Max did last game?
He got two, right?
Let's try something else.
He got two, right?
He got 3.
So if he got 3, Michael Parsons gonna get 4.
Yes.
If they leave that thing out there and Mad Max got 3, Michael Parsons, who's stronger, faster, and more athletic, is gonna get 4.
Oh, he gonna eat, bro. He gonna have a feast on that right side. And you notice, like, I know I'm gonna say 2 more things. I'm gonna get out. When he couldn't get, because Ronnie Stanley haven't been playing consistent. I visualized when he switched over to the left, when he couldn't get anything on the left side. Let me carry my ass back over on that right side.
Sure did.
This too easy.
Yep.
And I'm seeing this. I'm like, y'all, put the young boy in. He's more bigger and athletic. And another thing, we treating Daniel, and you a coach, you know what I'm talking about. We treating Daniel Falele like that. You remember in Little League, they always that one real big obese fat kid that you ain't got nobody else, but his mama want him on the team, want him to play, and you ain't got nobody else. That's what I look like, Daniel Falele. He just big for nothing, man.
Nah, I can tell. I'm gonna end you on this one. But you know what? What it seems like Daniel Falele playing, because he got. Man, I hope he got that hot mama, and mama care about him playing. Look, we gonna end on that, Jerry. Bye.
Yeah, I was going, man.
You too. I hate to say that about Daniel Falele, but I don't know why he's still in there. I honestly don't. We got 2 more. We got 2 more on the line. We got Rave King and we got Cousin Davon. Rave up next. So let me get the timer set for Rave, and we're gonna run this. All right, Rave Kingdom. Your time starts now, my boy. Hello. Dramatic pause for Rave Kingdom. He must gonna be like The Rock. Finally, Rave Kingdom has came back to the call-in show. You must be muted, Rave, because we don't hear you. At least I don't hear you. He must have took a break. Hey, yo, Rave. Be like on Juice. Hey, yo, Q. Hey, yo, Rave, where you at, son?
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Oh, now we
I
hear
am
you.
so sorry.
Now we
I
hear
am
you.
so sorry.
Now we hear
I
you.
am so sorry. Listen. Everyone who has children, please escort them out the room. If you have headphones, I would advise that you grab those headphones and kind of, be careful, because Listen, let me tell you something, Coach. I was gonna get on this phone and then call, and I was gonna be like, hey man, what do I do? Because I see something good, I see something bad, I see something good, and I see something bad. But yo, wait a minute, what in the hell? We got Devontae Adams. Hold on, I'm a little pissed off about the chat, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we just watched Devontae Adams disrespect the hell out of Jacoby Jones, who is dead. He did a dance when they did that game-winning touchdown, and he did that weird dance. I mean, he did Jacoby's dance. And I kind of find that a little disrespectful, and nobody said anything about that, okay? Now, stop being a hater. Oh, John, stop being a hater, gang. Drop the ego, gang. Oh, bro. 77 and Makari, bro. Makari, here's the thing about you, Makari. And I'm going to get on you big time, Makari. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to get on you more than I got on Falele, Makari. Makari, you've been on this team way longer than Falele. Way longer than Rosa Garden. Way longer than some of these cats. You're technically a veteran, my boy. Well, you're not a veteran today, my boy. You suck. It is time. Listen, chat. Listen to me. This is time it's time to voice your opinions, because this is the only way we can change things. It is time to voice our opinions to these people. You saw, if you go to the Baltimore Ravens live stream, I'm spamming, start being Cleveland. You know why I'm spamming that? Because it's time for them to hear us. And Ravens fans, if you're listening, let them hear you guys. If you're going to make a video, let them hear you. Yolanda, LBHT, what's Hendo, all of y'all, let them know, please. It's time to stop acting like make the next video talking about something. Oh well, our offense we can upgrade, and our defense we can do. No, let me tell you something. I'm going to feel good today. I am, because I didn't order no food. I didn't order no drinks, because we're going to play against the Ravens. I thought that was an easy dub. But you know what? I'm going to order some Papa John's, grab me some cheese bites and some Papa Bites, and I'm going to enjoy myself. Because I worked hard for it. And for some reason, you worked hard to be on a team. I'm sorry, Coach. I have to leave. I'm about to. I appreciate everybody. I have to leave this call. I
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
No problem.
I appreciate
No problem. Get it off your chest, big dog. That was Rave. That was Rave, everybody. That was Rave. Thank you, Rave Kingdom. And I'm trying to compose myself. I'm trying to compose myself. But let's go to my guy, Davon. Okay.
The conference has been locked.
Hey, Coach, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. What's good with you?
Ain't nothing good to be a Canes fan right now.
Oh, right. It feel good to be a Canes fan. Throw that you up, baby. Throw that. Hey, we the best in Florida right now.
Definitely, because it sucks to be a Ravens fan, man. And I'm gonna just say, your weekly call-in show. I think it was Tuesday. I put in the super chat. We need to be worried about Max Crosby, and he showed why I said that, man. I know it already. I'm gonna be honest. To me, I know a lot of people going to disagree with this, but I think he's better than Chris Jones, just as a pass rusher. Just as a pass rusher.
As a straight pass rusher. Okay, I can give you that.
Just as a straight pass rusher from the edge, Chris Jones can't
Respect.
Coming off the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Where our weakness at, Chris Jones can't see the man. So I feel like he one of the best pass rushers in the league, but I feel like he's better on coming off the edge. Now, Chris Jones coming up the gut, Chris Jones better. You know, between anything between the tackles. So I already knew he was going to ruin our offense, man. I just figured Gardner Minshew wouldn't pick us apart, even throwing to as great as Devontae Adams is. I just figured he wouldn't pick us apart. We wouldn't let him beat us. But again, I was wrong with that, man. I was wrong with that. I'm just frustrated. I'm tired of the whole Ravens organization and the way they do things. You spend all that money on defense, and that Gardner Minshew picks us apart, and you say you're going – and EDC said we're going to have to go cheap on the offensive line because of what we paid Lamar. He never say we got to go cheap such and such on defense because of what we paid this corner.
Or what we paid Roquan.
Lineman, what we paid this middle linebacker. He just buy Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, any high-end thing, defense gets all that.
Yep. And we over here wearing we over here wearing Shaq shoes on offense.
Yeah, man, got some Starburys on. We got some Starburys on offense. So yeah, man, I'm just done. Before you came on, I was listening to a couple guys who are Harbaugh, supporters, and even they getting tired of him at this point, man.
Yep.
So that should tell you. Normally we kind of 3 years ahead of them with the fire. We was 3 years ahead of them with the fire in G-Row. They finally came around, then G-Row got fired. I'm going to be honest, I don't see it getting better unless they make changes on that right side, man.
Yep.
Make the changes on the right side because Michael Parsons going to come up next. He going to wreck us. I don't know who we play in week 4, but I'm pretty sure they got
Sunday Night Football, the Bills.
So Gregory Rousseau and those guys
and Von Miller.
And Von Miller wrecked the game also, man. I don't know how you watch Daniel Falele play football and say he's going to be a starter anyway on the offensive line.
Right.
That's just my opinion. I don't know how you watch him play football. Like, he can start anyway on the offensive line. So for them to start him says a lot about the coaching staff and what they see. I don't know what Ben Cleveland did to him, but when I've seen him in the game and I've seen Daniel Falele in the game, Ben Cleveland looked like a Pro Bowler compared to Falele, and I'm not saying Ben Cleveland's a Pro Bowler, so that tell you what I feel about Falele.
I know exactly because the thing is, it'd be different if you had those 5 and the next 5 was just trash. It'd be different. Like you knew the next 5 was, or the next person, or the 6 or 7 guy was trash. But Ben Cleveland ain't trash. And he potentially is better than the guy that you have in there.
Oh, ain't no potential. Ain't no potential. Well, we just saying how we need to say it. If there was potential maybe before the season, there's no potential about him being better. He's better. And as far as the way the Ravens do things, my thing is I wanted the boy that the Chiefs got in the second round and make him a
right.
Yeah, I wanted him because he's more physically imposing and he can pass block and he can run block. Rosengarten, excellent pass blocking. He did his thing today. He did his thing last week other than that strip sack. But he just don't got enough bricks to come downhill and move a defensive lineman backwards to create space for the running back. So that's why I wanted him. I was cool with Rosengarten, but I wanted the boy the Chiefs got, and he was there, and they passed on him. So I'm like, I just don't know anything, man, about the Ravens right now, man. I'm disappointed, frustrated. Probably about to get put out the house for cussing because my wife told me go somewhere else to watch the game. But I told her, no, this is easy when we got the Raiders. Boy, was I wrong.
And then even throughout the game, early fourth quarter, I'm still thinking, oh, we good. We up 10. Hey, it's nothing. I know I was
when
wrong.
I knew we lost the game, Coach. I'm gonna tell you when I said we're gonna lose this game, and you won't believe it. But right after Minshew threw that interception, Max Crosby went to him, talked to him, told him I got him, smacked it on his head. I was like, we're gonna lose this game.
I remember seeing that too.
I was like, we're gonna lose this game. That's what leaders do, man. And we don't have that on this team. Not one guy on this team, that type of guy, to go and be like, hey, you know, Lamar, I got you. Don't worry about that turnover. Nobody on that defense, that type of guy. And that's what made guys great.
Yep.
And that's what makes you want to jump behind guys and run through a wall. After that moment, Minshew ain't throw one bad pass the rest of the game. Go back and watch it.
I'm going to tell you this number right here. And remember what Kelsey did to us in the AFC Championship game? Remember that?
Yeah, before the game. Yeah.
No, not for the game, but like during the game. He was 11 for 11. Like, we couldn't stop him.
Oh, yeah, 11 for 11, yeah.
Brock Bowers, 9 for 9, 98 yards.
Yeah, Brock Bowers, and that's why I was against paying Roquan, man, because I'm like, you don't spend that kind of money on a middle linebacker. A middle linebacker don't really have that big of an impact on the game in today's game. So you don't spend $100 million on a middle linebacker. You spend that on edge rushers and guys who can hit the quarterback and guys who can take the ball away on defense.
All right. And I got the game running like while we talking. Trey Henderson out here just murking Sotomayor Eel.
Oh yeah, God,
they actually beating the Chiefs right now.
So much for me saying me wasn't him, but
I'm just saying like we should have put our best guy because their other 4 linemen real good. Sotomayor just young, and we didn't take advantage of him being young. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying because he gonna be good. He gonna be good. So I agree with what you were saying.
That's just the thing with the Ravens. They don't take advantage of mixed matches.
Mm-hmm.
Like I watched a little bit of the Jets play. We don't have that type of back, I don't think. If it would, it'd be here. We don't put a back out wide, get a linebacker up on them, going up the sideline. Linebacker only can cover you for 10 yards.
Yep.
And they hit the running back. Aaron Rodgers hit him for a touchdown. I'm like, man, we don't do stuff like that, man. That's why I was saying we should get rid of Harbaugh at the end of this year and go with an offensive-minded coach. I think the best offensive-minded coach out there right now that will probably be available will be the Lions OC.
Yeah, most definitely. If we got the Lions OC, I'd go nuts.
And Gob told me, he was like, they getting torched by the dude. I know my time. I'm just saying they say they getting torched. He didn't do much against Tampa Bay today, but I'm like, he also ain't had Lamar at quarterback.
Yeah, he got Jared Goff as a quarterback. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He didn't have Lamar at quarterback, so I'm like, I don't read too much into that because I know Jared Goff turn into the pumpkin at midnight on you.
6 p.m.
That don't say much. Yeah, right. That last 6. He won't even make it to midnight. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a frustrating week, man. And I just hate the number one thing I hate about this loss. Somehow it's all gonna come back to it's Lamar's fault, and I hate that for him, man.
Yep.
And that's what Raven fans know it's not his fault, but the mainstream media gonna make it. Mainstream media gonna make it as Lamar's fault.
I agree, man. I appreciate you for calling in and waiting and getting it off your chest, man. It might feel a little better now that you can get it off your chest. Maybe she won't put you out.
Definitely. That listening to Rave Kingdom got me feeling a little better, man. I ain't gonna lie, it made me smile.
See, Rave Kingdom, you're there for everybody. Appreciate you, big dog.
You too, bye.
All right. Now we got one more. Let me see. Let me write that name down before I forget. All right. Last one. Let's see. Marcus.
Hey, Coach.
You here with me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Before we get started, I got a question. What's your name in the chat box? Is it just Marcus?
Yeah.
Okay, so I gave the points to the right person. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I gave the points to the right person last week. All right. Now your time started. Go ahead.
Coach. This is a rough one. It's time for John Harbaugh to go.
Yeah,
really
definitely.
It really is. It's like our offense was moving when Rosengarten was in the game.
Wasn't it?
Like, you can't keep doing this malpractice. When you see somebody doing better than the other person, you keep them in. And Daniel Farley, I don't know. I really think Ben Cleveland did something to the family or something because, like, that was the simple T move. simple. It wasn't even difficult.
Right.
And he got beat that bad. It's just the offensive line is just like people be saying EDC be cooking. No. That's why we were so mad about him getting a corner in the first round. You should go win all straight offensive line.
Yep.
Because we can't block. We can't run block now. Derrick Henry, like, he had a good game, but, like, he's not a back that could make people miss outside behind the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
So when he get tackled, he get tackled. And so we got that issue. And Monken still don't know how to use Derrick Henry and Lamar and play action pass game. Like, that's simple. These are simple things. And I know last week I said calm down. I don't know how calm now. Got panic button. Because it's just I feel like it's stupid. It's like stupid things that we do. It's like over and over again, clock management. Over and over again. Like, I thought there was somebody
things.
I thought there's somebody in the skybox that said, "Hey John, that was a catch. Hey John, that was a no catch. Don't throw the flag." But like, we are allowing him to keep throwing flags. It's like, it's crazy. It's real crazy. Defense, I think the defense did. I think they did the best they could do. Even though, like, you could say the corners, like, they didn't stop Devontae Adams. Who's stopping Devontae Adams most of the time? The Brock Bowers thing, I mean, I feel like they saw a weakness. They saw what Kansas City was trying to do, and they explored that. But you also forget Brock Bowers was the top, even though he was drafted, I think, 12th or 13th. Mm-hmm. But everybody was consensus top 10, top 7 player in the draft. So he a talented player. But everything else is like, it's really the offense. Because, like, I don't know what Todd be thinking in his head, but I think the most important play is 3rd and 1. You have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, and you want to do a tight end sneak. Like, what type of play call is that? A tight end sneak?
Because we used to do it with Mark.
Not Mark Andrews, not likely, but Tari Kolar. Even though Derrick Henry got the false start, but like, if you just did 3rd and 1, do it to the simple handoff, he probably won't do a false start. Like,
you got him in an unfamiliar position.
Thank you. And it's just like, over and over again, it's a play call. Like, I don't know, it's no continuity. I don't know, like, and like, one thing they was doing, like, okay, the second drive they were doing good because they were doing a lot of those delayed releases. Mm-hmm. After that second drive, you didn't see not one delayed release from the running back or a tight end. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, y'all see what things work, but y'all stop going it. Or y'all don't do or add something to it. Like, we zone, going to the left, running, making the zone left play. They're here making good yards. There's no play action fake going the opposite way. We did not do one play action fake off of that zone. It's like, we ain't doing nothing. And honestly, like I said, it's at this point, it's John Harbaugh. And hopefully the Dallas Cowboys don't get too mad because they got their ass, excuse my language, they got their butt whooped earlier. Mm-hmm. So I'm just praying that Michael Parsons don't have, like, about to pull a Derek Thompson record, sack record. Like, I'm scared of that now. Like,
yeah, me
really.
too. Me too.
Like, because there's no way you don't chip the person. Like, it's not only that they're leaving him 1-on-1, they're not even chipping. Mm-hmm. It's like, what are we doing here? And I know John Harbaugh knows, like, the game plan before we go into this game. And he did not say, we're not going to chip. We're just going to leave Patrick McCarry. And it's, like, again, the first play, 2 games in a row, Patrick McCarry, first play, he missed block. How you?
It's wild.
I don't know.
It's like, what film are they watching?
I think it's John Harbaugh being stubborn. I think it's John Harbaugh, Eric EDC being stubborn. Like, we're going to use these young guys. And they already had in their mind they're not going to play Rosengarten early. And so they trying to stick with the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you got to scrap. This is you're 0-2 right now.
Yep.
Look like Pittsburgh going to be 2-0. Cleveland 1-1. And you better hope Kansas City don't pull off AFC Championship 2021 again and choke. So, like, it's looking rough because not only that, have you anybody see the Patriots? They looking good.
Yeah. Did they come back and win that game?
No, they lost in overtime,
okay.
but they look good. They were moving the ball.
Yeah.
But they have an identity. We have an identity problem.
Yeah.
It's like we don't know what we're gonna do. Like we set up one play. We set up in we set up in jumbo package one time. Then the next play we all spread out in 3 wide receivers. There's no consistency. There's no, it's none. It's just like, and I felt like they were trying to stick to the game plan and not say, Lamar, go ahead and do it. Because I kind of see how Lamar played this game. He was like, I'm not going to do it all to this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to save y'all. Because I think it's been plenty of times in the game Lamar could have saved us. But I think it's tiring. You got to save the team every, like, you understand? Like, because there's no way we only should have 5 rushing yards in the first half.
Which is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Let me get to Donovan's super chat. He dropped it a minute ago and he dropped a dub, so I got to make sure I don't forget that. Got to make sure I answer his question.
It's good. Like people say, I don't know. Like I'm not saying like deep on the defense, but I don't see no major issues on the defense yet.
I don't either.
Not like y'all complain about Owe did his thing today.
Mm-hmm.
Matabike. I saw Travis Jones got in the backfield. So the defense is doing well. I mean, you got Trent System on Bach Bowers. It won't go back and forth like that all day. So you only got to cut one. You got to cut some losses, but at the same time, that core need to blitz more.
Mm-hmm.
He need to blitz more. He can't just sit back. Or like I don't know if he just let it just do a simple plain coverage or he not, being, he's not disguising his coverages because it was just simple cover, like how they reading it that simple, but I don't know. Well, hopefully we go 3-2 out of this 5-game stretch. I didn't have us losing to the Raiders, but it's September, and you got John Bin Laden. You always gonna lose. Hey, like I say, Ravens always got the one that scratch your head, like the coach last year. This is the game. Like, huh? It's literally like the coach last year. We was up 10 last year, going to the fourth quarter, and we just blew it. Yep. We just blew it. And again, up 10 this year, and we just blew it. And it's funny that people say, "Oh, y'all got Dan Henry. When y'all up 10, you just run the ball out." No, that's not how game flows go. You just can't just run the ball when you can't run block. Or you got to design the runs that make it seem simpler to get a hole or something. And it seems like Monken not doing that, or he's not trying to do that.
I don't know what they got going on. It is what it is, though. We're going to put this in the bed and try to move on, boy. We'll definitely analyze it first, though, on when we get this all 22. But I appreciate you, Marcus, and it's 6, so I'm going to try to end this thing right here. I appreciate you, big dog.
All right, Coach. Take it easy.
All right, you have a good week now. All right, let me get to Donovan. He dropped a 20. He says Harbaugh got out-coached. Let me put it back up. Harbaugh got out-coached again. Monken outsmarted again. EDC not using his brain again. Falele and the O-line being a turnstile again. The defense faltering again. Same issues, same people here. Do we even make the playoffs? Donovan, you are what your record says you are. And we're 0-2. And I'm sure there are some analytics out there that says people that are 0-2 don't usually make the playoffs. And 0-3 is probably worse. I'm gonna say yes, we do have an opportunity to make the playoffs at 0-2. But if we go 0-3, it's gonna be slim to none. It's gonna be slim to none. But making the playoffs, starting off 0-2, and even better yet, 0-3, it's gonna be slim to none. And it's gonna be real tough to make the playoffs if we fall to 0-3. So I heard John's Harbaugh, not John's Harbaugh. I heard John's press conference, and I was not impressed with the things that he had to say in the press conference. Now, he wasn't his normal snarky self, but he also, hold on, I got one from that last one. I missed that last one. Hold on. Got the last, where is it? Where'd it go? No, I just got something. Or was it somebody? Oh, they subscribed. Okay, that was somebody just subscribed. Okay. All right, not bad. But I heard his last little comments, and I wouldn't surprise. And so I'm, like I said, I'm normally a defender of coaches because, you know, being in the profession myself, but I'm like y'all, man. His constant mismanaging of the game. Hold on, let me do this. That month gotta go. He gotta go. Cause I'm triggered like Rafe Kingdom was, and I'm just trying to be calm about it. But that we gotta go. It's that simple. They need to start, like, even if Bashadi hasn't thought about it, his Harbaugh replacement plan needs to start. You know, whoever is his trusted person to start putting that in play, you need to start looking at candidates now. And no matter what happens with the rest of this season, your Harbaugh replacement plan needs to start being active now. Like, there's no, even if he turn this thing around, you're wasting. First of all, he's wasting your money. All that money you paid to Lamar, Harbaugh's wasting your money, Bashadi. That's what you don't get. He's wasting your money because you put all this money into the quarterback, and you're not getting results. And I'm not saying that because that's Lamar's fault. I'm saying that because when you have a premier franchise quarterback, you got to take advantage of your opportunity, of your window. And he's wasting your money. I just dropped the tally points for 225 likes. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming through to the watch party. Thank you for coming in for the call-in show. I'm gonna make sure everybody gets their points for calling in. Depending on what time I get film, you may get film before you have the roundup. But the next time you see me will be the roundup at 9 o'clock tomorrow, where all of us will be here to give our thoughts on the game. Me, Chris, Jose, Hendo. I'm not sure if B's going to be there, and I don't know if Mike is still working, but us four would definitely be there to talk about this disaster that we saw today. And I think LBHT had a after game show already. Hendo may have one. He had stopped doing live shows. I don't know if he's going to go back to doing one, but go check out, you know, Yolanda will probably have one too. Engraven, who helped me out tremendously trying to get me to 10K. And for those that not subscribed, let's see where we at, because we should be close. We should be real close to 10K. We was less than 20 when the stream started. We 9 away from 10K, people. I'm actually 9 people away from 10K. So go, do me a favor. Put it on your socials, in Ravens Flock and all that stuff, to come subscribe to the channel. 10K was the goal I had when I started this, which I never thought I'd get to. But we're actually 9 people away from 10K. So even though we lost today, it would be great to hit 10K today. So if you do your boy that favor, you know, help me out. Grab a link to this and tell people to come in and support. We're 9 away from 10K. 9,991 is where, let me see. I don't know if y'all can see that. I probably can't see that. Let me see. Wrong button. Then I hit the wrong thing. 900. There it is. Almost there, people. Almost there. So I see y'all soon, man. I'm enjoy this 4 p.m. football and see what's going on, man. Thank y'all. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and love.